Welcome to the crack of dawn. The crack is back. I'm so glad you've tuned in again for another episode. I'm here alone because I didn't get a guest for this time, but we've got a lot of people planned for coming on the show. Couple shout outs. Thanks, Al Nixon. You did a great job on the last show. Thank you so much. And Al's daughter, let's talk about my dress. Al's daughter works for Nicole Miller in New York City. I think she's like her right-hand lady, like Guillermo for Jimmy Fallon or whatever his name is. So I get a box of clothes from New York City from Nicole Miller with new designs. So I'm wearing this gorgeous gown. I got Vans sneakers on with it. Hold on, you can see it. So what a beautiful gown. Thank you to Nicole Miller. Thank you to Caroline for helping me out with these clothes. I will send them back and I will not get any paint on this beautiful, very expensive dress. So what we're gonna do today is, Christmas is coming, and I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I was in Northampton visiting my parents. They weren't in line buying pot, but there was a line going around that corner. I wasn't in the line, so don't worry about that. But anyway, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving, lovely place to visit, and I encourage anybody to go down to Northampton. It's so nice. Great shops, great restaurants, really nice people. So recently, my friend Butch, he's a Hall of Famer umpire. Great guy, the Kaminskis, great kids, play with my kid on baseball, and he had me do a window painting in West Hartford. And he said, well, Dawn, can you do something like this on the window? I'm like, sure. So I did this entire thing on the window. Whoops. Hi. So it was either this or this, and I said, you know what, I'll do this. So this is a painting by, I thought it was Thomas Kincaid, but it's not. It's by George Kovac. And it says, courtesy of Northwoods Craftsman's Incorporated in Wisconsin. So all credit goes to George. Of course, I'm not going to paint it as good as him, but I'm going to try. So instead of doing the whole thing, if I were to do the whole thing, I would put the canvas like this. If I'm going to do it in half, which 24 minutes, we probably have like 19 now that I've gone on and on, but I'm going to flip it. So then another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw with a Sharpie, because a lot of times I know that you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So to draw the house, we're just going to start with a quick drawing, and then I'm going to whip the whole thing up, and you're going to love it. Okay? So I'm going to start with this house. Now, the house is kind of about here. It doesn't go off the page, but even if it does, don't worry about it. So there's your house. My easel might be tipping, but let me fix it. No big deal. Okay? So house is going to go like this. Again, if I make a mistake, I can just go over it, okay? And then you're going to go across. That's the triangle. Then it goes down about this much, and then it comes out here because this is a porch. Okay, so you can throw that in. I could fix it later, but I'm trying to do it quick. There's two windows here on the side. I'll show you how to do it. So you put the window here, and then it has some shutters. So you throw those shutters on. And then there's something going on here. I don't know what that is. And then there's another window that's over here. Again, just rectangles. On the top, it looks like there's another pointy thing that goes up. And then it comes down. And then there's another window right there. Unbelievable, isn't it? And then over here, it comes in a little bit, and there's a porchy kind of thing going here, and another floor to the house, which goes like this. You have some stairs going here, and a front door, which should line up with this window here if you built the house right, because architects usually kind of make sure that everything is lined up. So if this shutter is here, it's going to be down here underneath. If this window is here, it's going to be down here underneath. Same thing here. Shutter, shutter, go quick. Okay? Then it looks like something's there. And then there's a horse. Now everybody knows I just finished doing this. Thank you, Penny Woodford. Love Penny. Penny loves horses, and I believe her daughter works at Belmont Racetrack. So she asked me to do Justify. He is the new Triple Crown winner for California Chrome and American Pharoah, of course. So I just did Justify. Penny, it's all ready for you. I'll have it ready, delivered in a week, but I'm pretty good at horses. So looks like there's a horse here. So a horse, it's just a big rectangle. Look at that, big rectangle. It has a leg going out like this, one's down, couple in the back, tail, and then the head's sort of like a snake. It goes like this, and then like that, okay? It's not that hard. You get good at it after a while. All right, then there's some guy driving a sleigh behind it, so I'm just gonna throw that in. And, you know, just something that looks like a little container that you're gonna sit in. If the thing is over here, you're gonna put that little hook there, and then maybe there's a guy driving it, drive it right over the windows. Okay, there could be 2 horses, just add another horse, maybe some more legs, and another tail. Okay, now behind this is like a churchety looking building, and there's a window here, and there's a whole bunch of little windows here. See, I know you're thinking, that's not a window, Dawn. You're not even painting a rectangle. Well, I'm trying to, but I'm trying to go fast, and that's what happens when I go fast. Then it goes over here. There's some sort of mountainy stuff going out over here, and there's a big Christmas tree right here. That's just a big triangle. You can fix it all later, put bulbs on it, whatever you want to do. Okay? And then it goes like this, and when you're making, I'm going to make like a driveway kind of going into the house like this. Okay? Over here, it looks like an ice skating rink. And then if I want to put some more evergreen trees, you know, they're just triangles. You can throw them all over the place if you want. They can be up here, whatever you want. And there's a bridge going over here on the other side, and I can't really see that, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll make some more evergreen trees. Okay, you got a couple kids walking their dog. I can throw that in later, not a big deal. And it looks like there's a Christmas tree here on the porch. And we'll throw a couple trees in the front just to be pretty. All right? Now, oh, there's a moon, but it's over here. Full moon, half a moon, quarter moon, whatever you want to do, and your clouds will be over here. Okay? And you got snowbanks and stuff here. What I did in the West Hartford one, I added some lampposts. So if you put a lamppost here, that one's going to be the smallest, then it's going to get bigger, and they're going to come up and out. So bigger here, and we'll put another lamppost there. Now you got some lampposts. That's kind of fun. Not fun. So here's what we're going to do. I got a few brushes today. Like I said, you could do one in the whole thing, but I'm going to go fast. Background is sort of a bluish, purpley color. So clearly it's not dawn, it is nighttime. So I've got my easel. I can see this here. I can put it here. I work well just by looking at it here. And I'm going to mix purple and blue. I have it here. So I've got purple here, blue here, tons of white. Until I get something, I need more white, like with Al Nixon. Oh my God, that was so fun with him. So it's a little more purple than what the picture is, so I'll add a little bit more blue, and we'll see if we can whip this up. Hope everybody has nice plans for Christmas. I know lots of people are alone for Christmas, and you know, I always welcome people like that to my house. You know, my house is small, and so throw that on. Okay, I'm going to use a lot of water so it spreads easy. And I don't really want it all the same color anyway. This is a weird canvas. This happened when I was painting Tom Brady's kid. Oh my God. I started it and the darn water, see, it's resisting the water. And I don't know why. So I should have checked this canvas. And it's so weird because I didn't get, so for some reason, the water is resisting the canvas. This has only happened to me a couple times. So I'm just going to go with it. I mean, what am I going to do? I can't stop the whole program just because my water's not working. But I can't figure out why it's doing that. So maybe I'll just add more paint. Okay? This stuff happens every now and then at the senior center where I work. I love you guys over there. You're so talented. They'll say to me, this canvas is not working. And I'm like, I know. I can't figure it out either. I don't know why. But it's just sometimes that stuff happens. I'm going to hold this so I can glob some more paint on, okay? So we're just going to try to get this on here. And again, like I said, you can see the Sharpie behind it, so it's kind of fun, okay? And I don't want my easel to fall over. I'm going to put my Vans sneakers. My kids told me, Mom, you need Vans. I'm like, I'm 48 years old. Sorry, 58 years old. I'm not wearing Vans. That's totally kid stuff. They're like, Mom, you're going to look so cool with the Vans. So I got the Vans. Now I'm noticing like every teenage girl has my sneakers. So I guess I'm pretty cool with my Vans. But I wear them with an evening gown, like tonight. Pair those Vans up with a fancy Nicole Miller dress and you're all ready to go. So, you know, I like to start new trends. So I love wearing sneakers with a dress. My sister and I used to wear mini skirts over jeans with Converse sneakers. And I mean, we like started that whole trend, I think. Didn't we, Wendy? You'll have to tell me. We've got to have Wendy on here. She's a blast. She'll pick my outfit for that time because I have no clue. So again, just filling this up. And again, sometimes you do get a yucky canvas. I'm just trying to go with it here because it happens. Now, in the foreground, whoops, it's also purple because like I said, in the seascapes, the sky is usually a reflection of the ground. So we're going to make all of this, even the ice skating rink, okay? Usually I would go the same way with my brush like I'm going here. And you know what? If we go into another episode, it's okay. But I'm just going to try to see if I can do it. Maybe if my canvas was a little better, it would be nice. But nothing against whoever I bought this from, because, you know, I buy canvas from everywhere. And sometimes it doesn't really, it's probably just one of those things. Sort of like the oil paints. Sometimes the caps just fly right off because the oil, it's sort of like shaking a can of Coke and then opening it. Same thing. The oil is trying to come out and it gets all scooped up and it just bursts, you know? And then you're just stuck with this oil paint that is just goozing all over everything. So again, this is all same color. Hopefully I can fill this up quick. So your whole ground is just going to be this. I'm going to add the white later because the white is what's going to make it look snowy. Okay? This is people are, why are you using purple for Snow Dawn? And I'm like, because the picture's purple. Doing a reproduction, you know? So you got to copy what it is. And this would actually be a great painting for one of those paint night things, you know, when people go and they paint. It's so fun. I have to give a shout out to Bridget Gleason. Bridget Gleason is from Inside Edition. She came to my house with Mallory, a brew, and Mallory's boyfriend, and Colleen. Love you all. They all came. There were a whole pile of people at my house, and it was so fun. They chatted it up with me, and we had a blast. I'm going to put some of this in the background just because the whole thing is going to change quick, and it dries so fast, you know. Can't even believe how fast this stuff dries. So they came to my living room. It was so fun, and we just chatted it up, and I said, when are you going to come on the show? And they said, we're going to book some dates, and we're going to come on. And we're going to have John Olivier. We're going to have everybody on this show. Mary Ann Briganti, you're coming. We're having Steve, famous chef from Italy. And maybe George, right, George? You might come on. Ron's Automotive. Come on, Ron. Let's go here. We got to do some cars. Anybody can come on. I mean, Al Nixon did a great job. He's fancy with his engineering stuff, and woo! And then his daughter. Good God, he's got 4 of them. How fun is that? All right, so you know what? We're sick of this purple. We're going to start adding in some other stuff. So again, I'm bending over here, trying to get my brushes right. Might grab a smaller brush for this one. And you know, everybody likes a nice white house, so we're going to make this house just like it is. It's a nice white house, plus there's snow all over it anyway. Put our white house there. This should be a nice quick one. Again, don't be nervous. If you use the Sharpies, do you see what happens? You can go right through the Sharpie. You can't do that with the pencil. You can, but you have to water down your paint. So I'm just putting in the white. You can also do what Al did with the snow. He just left the canvas white, which is a lot of artists do that. They just leave the canvas white. So you can do that or whatever you want to do. I can still see what I'm doing behind. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is, what else is white? Oh, there's some white down here, but I'm going to wait until that dries. So I'm going to click this brush, get it a little nicer here, and I'm going to get some green going, do some of those trees. So I'm going to take this green, and that is too, you know, trees really aren't that green. So you could dull it down, take some brown, and you're going to throw that brown in there, and you're going to dull down the green. So now I've got a tree here. Okay, we've got 10 minutes left. You know, might have to throw this one in with another Nicole Miller outfit. She sent me 3 of them, so maybe I'll wear something great. I'm going to throw another tree in, and of course those are going to be covered in snow. And I'm going to throw in these trees in the background. Now look, they don't have to be perfect. You just throw in whatever you want, okay? Throw that in. Maybe my dad will come on the show, or my mom. They're pretty good at painting and helping me with my furnace. Thank you. Need a new furnace. Big shout out to Mystique Oil, Kevin and crew, for replacing my furnace and making it nice for me to enjoy the cold winter. So again, these are just triangles. Then you can put this stuff in later. See, doesn't matter. It's a triangle. Well, hopefully. I mean, why do you think Christmas trees are all perfect triangles? You go into Walmart or whatever other store sells those fake Christmas trees. They're like a perfect triangle. So we just throw that in. And you know what? I could do this one the next time. Don't forget, I did this on a huge window. Elmwood Bakery, thank you so much. And then Music and Arts in West Hartford Center, those are mine. Thank you for letting me do those for you. I really appreciate the business and appreciate you just letting me do that for you because, you know, I'm quick. I like it. I'm back. Going over here, there's a tree here. Okay, now I'll switch colors because you know what? Looks like we probably, I mean, I haven't heard the 5-minute cue yet, but it's going to be as close. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some, I'm going to do these lamps, okay? So I'm going to take white and yellow, mix it together so it's not like beaming yellow, you know, you just want, I'm going to throw that one in. I'm going to put one there. Okay, again, if it mixes with the other colors, don't worry. All the lights are on in the house, so let's throw some lights on. Everything's on in the house, everybody's home. That's what you want to do, because everybody is very, I mean, my neighbor, Judy, somebody took her Christmas decorations right off the house. It's crazy. So you know what? Leave those lights on. If there's lights here, good. And sometimes the light will come down into the painting. You know, it shoots around here. Okay, and then we're going to do the shutters. The shutters are fun. Like I said before, I love the Edgartown Martha's Vineyard shutters, which are greenish black. So let's do the greenish black, mix it together. Again, how do you make greenish black? I don't think I need to ask. You don't have to ask me that anymore, because I'll just make fun of you. Green and black mixed together. Okay, I don't mean that in a bad way. You know, you want to try not to make fun of people. You don't realize how sensitive people some are. You know, you got to be nice. It's just nice to be. That's why in my senior center, everybody's so cool. You know, nobody says, what is that outfit you've got on, or your lipstick is ridiculous. I'm just like, thank you for being nice. And I went to my high school reunion. Hi, Northampton High School. Had the best class. Oh my God. It was so great. Everybody is the same. We all got along. We probably had one of the best classes. 1987 was pretty good too. But don't forget, I went to school in the middle of the woods too, and those people were all great too. I'll throw some little shutters here. We'll throw some there. Okay, don't worry, you can go back. This stuff dries so fast that it's not a big deal. We've got a brown building in the background, so I'm gonna take some brown. I'm mixing it with that lavender. Why not? It's still brown. I'm gonna throw this building in the background here. Okay, throw that thing in there. Whip it up, you know. And you know, my seniors are really good at painting, but you should see my kids. Hi kids, you are so good at painting too. They're such nice kids too. I'm so happy. They have nice friends too. My kid's heading to the Steelers-Patriots game tomorrow night. Thanks, Christy. BK is going. Matthew. Abby's a Steelers fan. And we're going to have them go. I told them they're getting some kind of yellow thing. I guess the Steelers fan like to wave around. But I said, don't get crazy with the Patriots, because people do get mad over sports, obviously. I mean, people are crazy, some. So you got to watch out. Can't be, you know, making someone mad just because you like the Patriots, and you can't scream it in the guy's ear next to you. You just keep it to yourself. So these horses, painting them in. Okay. Paint another horse. Little tail there. And again, you have your Sharpie showing through, so it's really helpful. Now what I'm going to do, oh, I forgot, bushes in the front of the house. We're going to throw some bushes here so it looks fancy and nice, bushy. Throw some there too. Don't worry if you go over the horse by accident. It doesn't matter. Okay, we'll put a roof on this house. Well, I might leave it white because it is going to be snowing, but that's okay. It's kind of greenish black just because I'm trying to just show you how to whip these things up. Okay, I'm going to go back, put my moon, maybe a couple clouds, throw some clouds in here like this. Once you mix it together with the other ones, it kind of looks nice. Okay, and again, like it's a fast painting, so you need to, you know, slow down when you're doing this. You don't need to go as fast as I am. I just like to show you the basics. Then I can go, you can go in Elmwood Bakery. They bake all their stuff there. There's not a lot of bake. I'm a big I love bakeries. I really do. And I love salt. So I love salt and bread. And then I'll put a moon there. Again, if the moon is full, you're going to make a whole circle. It might reflect into some of the sky. It might come down here. And then I'm going to put in some lampposts. Those are just black lines. Watch how easy it is. It's so great. I love it. And I love Kat. She's my director today. She's a yoga instructor, and she's a certified everything, like all sorts of stuff that's good for your mind and your health and your body. So I just met her. She's fantastic. She's doing the whole show for me. And we got 5 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this lamppost. Now that wasn't that straight of a line, but I don't care. Sometimes they have a little bit of this going on, you know, and then they get a little bigger on the bottom. So we'll put that in there. Okay. Again, you might work better up than the other way. And then what we're going to do is I'll probably have a guest on the next show. Maybe it'll be Marianne. Maybe it could be anybody. Just call in, say, I want to paint with Dawn. And we're not going to do anything hard. This is hard, but you know, not really. I'll make my sleigh, put that in there. And then while I'm finishing up here, you can see what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you can either dab some snow, but I'm not done yet, so I'm not going to do that. And what I can do is I can make some snow on the trees. And all you do is you can just jab it along like this. You know, kind of looks nice after a while. And these kids can do these too. You know, when I was at the Patriots place, Connolly Kite, he was painting all Bob Ross paintings. I'm like, how do you paint that? He goes, well, I've watched 65 episodes of Bob Ross, and now I'm really good at it. Everybody that came into the Patriots Place gallery liked his paintings better than mine, I think. And so he is going to come on the show. He's coming all the way from Walpole, Mass, I think it is. So he's got quite a trip. But once he gets on here, I'm like, what are you painting, Connolly? He says, I'm painting episode 4. I'm like, what? You're kidding me. Never heard anybody say that about my show. Oh yeah, he painted episode 4. It was fantastic. He painted a few episodes. So again, we probably have 2 minutes left. I'm going to throw something in. If I keep babbling on and we keep going, I'll just see you next time because I love it. I just love it. So we can do that. And then I'm just going to show you something we did with Al. Just because you're going to take your painting to another level. Mine's going to end up looking just like this, promise. Very good at it. But in the end, and I can go over this, but we're going to do what Al and I did in the last episode. You can dip the water into the white, and oh, maybe I shouldn't because I have this gorgeous $1,000 and some dress on, so I'm not going to do it. I don't want to wreck the dress, okay? So I'm just going to keep going. Now, I'll be back in 2 weeks. We're going to do another episode. I'm going to have my Pradas for far away to see you. Thank you, Dr. Dossel. And I'm going to have my white glasses for up close because they're really lousy for far away. And I will see you next time. But while I'm going along, you know, I can make these trees. See, there's some trees on the side, and they go like this. You won't even believe it. Mixing some black with some white, and I'm going to make some of these big, gigantic trees. And they kind of go up like this. There's one there. Let's put another one. 2 minutes to make a tree, I can do that. Okay, we're going to throw in another tree, and this tree is going to go in here. There we go. Well, let's put it right in front of the house just to work it. That looks great. Throw that thing in there. Woo, that was a sneaky coffee move there. I always say that, but you know, don't worry. I've got someone that shakes like a leaf in my class, and you know what? She can't really help it, but she paints better than I do. It's crazy. So don't worry if it's shake or you can't keep everything perfect. It doesn't matter. And then of course, if it's snowing, the branches are gonna have snow on them. I forgot to do that with Al. Next time he comes on, we'll do it. And I ran out of white, but whatever, I'm gonna use whitish yellow. So say some snow is out. It's gonna go on all the branches like this. Only on the parts where it's gonna sit, like here. And in this little cluster here, and there, and in there. And then like what Al and I did, we did this, you know, where you shoot the paint on, but I'm not gonna do it with the dress because it's so nice. So again, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to see you next time on the crack of dawn. Please come on, get your canvas. Say hello to me in the stores if you notice and you watch my show. I would love it. And tune into the other Nutmeg shows. There are so many shows. Oh, I've got red out. I'm going to put a cardinal. Cardinal, I'm going to throw him right up here. He's sitting in the tree. He has a pointy head. Okay, and then he has a big body, and then his tail comes down like that. I'll throw another one up here. No, maybe not. But I might put some bows on this light post here, okay? And again, they're gonna need some shade, but I'm gonna put some bows on there. Not bows stereo, bows